Kelly Tet is an entrepreneur, co-founder of Novo, and an empowered woman. Her willingness to give back, eagerness to do good, and ability to persevere are just some of the many factors that make her the inspiring person that she is today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of In Love with Me, series where we feature inspiring individuals who will share their amazing stories. I am your host, Mafe Yunam Velasco, and for this series, our topic is the art of reinvention. And we all know the world is filled with leaders and game changers of all ages and backgrounds. This season, we aim to highlight people who make a positive impact in the world around them through their actions and words. So today, joining us is a beautiful woman, an entrepreneur, the co-founder of Novo, former known as My Savvy Tutor. She is a force to be reckoned with, and in doing what she does with passion and as a result of her reinvention. So let's welcome today Kelly Tet. Hi, Kelly.
Hi everyone. This is my first time in your In Love with Me series. I really love the introductions. I was just telling your team that the name In Love with Me is such a girly name. It gives a lovely vibe and romantic vibe, I would say. I love it.
Well, this platform was created to intentionally catch up with people that I care and love, and at the same time, I want to feature those who are inspiring. And it just happens you're both of those factors, right? So I'm glad that you said yes. I know that you're a busy woman, inspiring the world, and we'll get to know more of what you do. Because of course, I am definitely, proud to be part of your journey. But for those who are tuned in on Kumu as well as on Facebook, meeting you for the first time, maybe perhaps you can start with sharing a little bit of your background, who you are, and what you do.
Yes. Hi, friends of Facebook and Kumut. I'm very honored to be here again to see all of you, friends from the Philippines. Hello. So my name is Kelly. I am the founder of Novo. Novo used to be called My Savvy Tutor, and we need to rebrand because we are now going beyond just serving the academic sector, but also serving professionals and corporations, which is why we rebranded to Novo. And Novo actually stands for Knowledge Network Optimized for Virtual Operations, which describes what we do. We are a Singapore-based education tech company, which prides ourselves on connecting and aggregating global learners with educators and also education institutes around the world. So what we do, we actually develop digital tools to empower the instructors and education enterprises to be able to teach and run their teaching businesses online seamlessly with the tools that we have developed. Not just that, for the global learners, we take care of anything from onboarding to registering of classes to booking of classes and also enjoying the virtual classroom that we have developed, including payment online. Everything is well taken care of. So Novo is really the one-stop shop for anyone who wants to learn to be able to find the programs that they want to learn, from K-12 academic subjects to even professional and personal development. So maybe also a little bit of background about myself. Mafe, you asked me to share with the audiences, what actually inspired me to develop Novo. So I am a Singaporean, spent most of my time here in Singapore, and as such, I'm really sort of fortunate to say to receive really good quality education growing up, which eventually opened up a lot of career options for me when I stepped into the workforce. So I believe strongly, that a good education should be a right and not a privilege to anyone, because a right education can prepare anybody to face the challenges and also seize the opportunities at hand, and even what the future will present. So growing up, I remember my mom was a housewife, and the shadow education or private tutoring culture in Singapore is very strong, and even until now, I believe tutoring and having extracurricular lessons is really a culture here. I remember growing up, I was really poor in mathematics. I was in a slow class, and my mom was panicking, so she really spent many days in a week just to look for the right tutor to make sure that I will progress and get on par on the grades for my mathematics. And therefore, that there is this culture here that if you can find the right tutor, you might have this opportunity to get good grades. And it does for me, actually. My mom eventually found a really nice and amazing tutor that taught me to grasp the right formula to practice my math. And eventually from an F, I got an A. So with all this, I landed my first role as an engineer with an engineering firm in Singapore. And therefore, I was thinking to myself, if having the right tutor could change my life in terms of embarking into a good job when I step into the workforce, I was thinking to create something relating to education where I can create this product to have anyone who wants to learn to be able to learn, to find the right teacher at any time they want at an affordable rate. And so that was an spark and inspired me to create a product like Novo, to be able to have a platform that allows anyone to access any learning opportunity and learning programs they want to learn from anybody around the world.
Mm-hmm. I love that, because just from your experience, feeling that happiness and joy of learning allowed you to even create something bigger for others. And I always say that, when you're at service for others, it's endless, it's unlimited. And I see where the inspiration came from. But was there any other people apart from your mom and the tutor that you had when you were growing up that truly inspired you to be even an entrepreneur, especially in education line?
Yeah. So I think it's really around the circumstances and the situations, the people that I meet actually when I travel around the world for work. So as I mentioned, having growing up here in Singapore, the access to quality education, I would say, is pretty easy, and is to an extent sometimes taken for granted here. And if you go to other parts of the world, when you get to interact with children, for example, in some of the developing countries, you realize that not everyone is so fortunate to be given that right and the right opportunity to get educated. So it is through these circumstances, which I witnessed from some of these children in these developing markets, that truly touched my heart to want to create something that is affordable, to be having this thing for them to go on board to learn anything. Mm-hmm. So that I would say that part really motivates me to create this educational product. The other thing is, of course, I have good mentors in my life during my corporate days. My ex-bosses has always, been pushing me to do things beyond my limits. For example, you just throw me in a meeting or do something that is beyond, what I really know, because I think that will truly push your limit to be able to shape you into a different type of person. You don't have to necessarily know everything to do well, but it is the things that you do not know, it is the mistakes that you learn along the way that will shape you to become who you are today. So I think my ex-bosses has played a very inspirational role and has been my mentor, even since when I embarked on my entrepreneurship journey. So I'm really happy and grateful for that, for the good people in my life.
Yes. We definitely have to be grateful for people that lift us up in whatever case possible, right? And of course, life happens. There are moments that we have challenges that we face. What are the common problems you have faced in your journey? And how did you have to reinvent yourself to prepare for it, Kelly? Because I know it doesn't happen overnight, right? There is a progress on success, or even finding the result to the pain points that you're trying to resolve for the world. So how does Kelly stay focused and strong all the time?
Yeah, so I would say the transition from a stable job to becoming a business owner, I think Mafia, you will attest to that. It's never easy because transiting from a normal 9 to 5 or very stable corporate job into becoming an entrepreneur really requires a lot of I would say life planning and risk management, because it is not just about yourself. It's about building and assembling a team to build your vision and to carry out what you believe in. So I think you need to be able to overcome this kind of uncertainties with the people that you trust, because you can never be, it's very hard to be successful alone in building up a business alone. So I would think that you need to look at surrounding yourself with people who believes in you, with the positive energy. And of course, for me, I would think that starting out, the challenge is transiting from a completely different industry into, from a completely different industry into a new, in the entrepreneurship, a different industry, right? So of course, there's always doubts by people who are already in the education industry, wondering, what is this girl? What is this guy trying to achieve? You come from a completely corporate world. Why are you trying to dabble into technology, for instance? Why would you even be interested in education? I think that there's definitely this type of doubts when you first started out, but I think for me, I'm a very focused lady. I would say that when I set my goals on something, I would set the journey to plan out how to achieve the end goal. So I think you need to get yourself onto the right networks that will help you to open up doors of opportunities that can help you to navigate your business journey. So that was how I started out. I reached out to Enterprise Singapore, which is a government Singapore agency here in Singapore that helps startups to be integrated into a new industry, and to also embark on some field trips overseas to understand more about the industry. So that to me was an experience, that was an eye opener, that helped me to overcome some of these challenges when I first started out, in a completely different industry. So I think the key is to be able to navigate yourself, to know what kind of people, resources, tools you need to overcome all these uncertainties when you first started your business.
And that's why we get along so well, Kelly. You're
There is
just
no
a
hard
woman
formula,
who's so empowered, has resilient. You need that. I mean, it has been such a disadvantage being a woman already, going to business. I mean, it's just a common thing that we are all trying to share to the world, that hey, we can do this, we have a chance, please hear our voice, right? And you are definitely an inspiration to many, including myself. So what do you believe are strong characteristics an empowered woman should hold?
Empowered women should hold. I think I would say perseverance. Yeah, you need to be able to have the perseverance to progress and move on when you meet with obstacles in life. And also to be able to be on the same standing as your peers, or even I hate to say this, but sometimes we have this imposter syndrome with with our male counterparts, right? So you got to really have that grit and hard work to prove yourself that you are equally capable as your peers, and even your male counterparts, for instance. And finally, I think you need to stay focused. Always stay focused to know what you want to achieve, and then have a well thought out plan to know how to achieve these goals. Of course, along the ways, there will always be ups and downs. There will, it's not always success, right? So therefore, I would think that resilience is the one that put you through to the success. So success is never a single formula, and it's never a straight line. It's never rosy, right? You need to learn and evolve stronger from the mistakes you made. So I think having that resilience and grit is my advice and the key to my progression. I would say that
Right.
success, uh, I am quite contented, but I have my top goal in mind, right? So to be
Mhm.
success, I think really have to stay resilient because the journey is long.
Mhm. It
Yeah,
definitely is. You
yeah,
know, when you have so many ideas, and again, it's going back to how can
mm,
you help others? And with Kelly, it's about education and knowledge is power. You know, that's one thing that we all are advised at a young age.
yeah,
And I am just so grateful that Kelly is here, who has you created a platform where
mm,
you can find your connection to the right educators, right? And speaking of that, I do want to share more on how we can know more about Novo and the amazing work Kelly has done. So please, Kelly, just sit back and relax because we have a treat for our viewers.
okay.
Guys, watch this quick video. Education may look different right now, but there is still hope for a better future and a brighter tomorrow. At Novo, we believe that learning never stops, and we stand strong in our mission to connect instructors and students of all types of learning to make the world a brighter place. So, whether you want to pass on your knowledge as an instructor or learn something new as a student, we offer a platform to help you elevate. For more information, visit our website at novo.io. And there you have it, guys. Just like the video, please
A
do
very good
go
summary.
and check out. Please do check out novo.io, as mentioned here on Kelly's name here, her tag. So going back, I know you
Yeah.
talked about success earlier, and share with us your thoughts on what qualities do you believe make a successful entrepreneur?
Mm, okay. I think it's still back to the fundamentals which I mentioned earlier on. The fundamentals of a successful entrepreneur is, I think, someone who is resilient, who is able to be nimble and flexible as well. I think, because if you are not nimble and flexible in your entrepreneurship journey, because shit happens, and when shit happens, you really need to be flexible enough to maybe improvise and review the strategy that you originally have in terms of trying to grow your businesses or to even change the business direction sometimes perhaps. So I think resilience, stay nimble, always have an outward view of what's going on um, in the competitor landscape and even in the industry as well, so that you're always kept up to date on what's happening, and that will help you to progress ahead, I think. The other one, I would say that lots of hard work and stay focused. Same advice for everyone actually to be able to do well is you really success does not fall from the sky, and to become a very good leader also requires a lot of hard work in not just managing your work but also managing the people. So I think being understanding and trying to be a mentor, guiding your team uh, to and along this entrepreneurship journey also plays a critical role, because the business is not just yours. You are not, your business will not be successful without the team that you have. Right? So I think that that part is something that we really have to always remember that as well. Yeah.
It does take a village, and of course it starts with an idea, it starts with the director, and then just building the team.
Yeah.
Because when you have a big vision, just like Kelly, the universe also speaks to you, right? The right people are always placed in front of you. But again, also as a business owner, and I know I have had these challenges also, managing different personalities. Maybe we can go there. How do you being a successful business owner or just a business owner itself, how do you manage different personalities? Like, because at the end of the
Wow.
day, I know for me, that is the biggest part or the biggest pie that you put your energy into, is making sure
Yeah.
that your team is always motivated and inspired.
Hmm.
So how do you face those challenges when you feel as though your team is not feeling like high energy?
Okay. So this is a very difficult question.
Kelly, you inspire us all normally,
But a
So
very,
it's like,
very
I
important
guess
one.
it is in line with your self care. Like, how do you empower them to know that, hey, guess what? Life happens, and there are just days. There are just off days. So how do you encourage them?
Mm-hmm. I think for the maybe I will start from the younger team members, for instance, people who
Mm-hmm.
joined the team out from fresh from school and whatnot, right? Just looking back, I think the best way to build a bond with the younger team
Mm-hmm.
members is let them first try out whatever they want to do first, because when your team members first started out or when they're young, they really want to achieve, they have a dream that they want to do, so you have to put them first in a comfortable space to let them grow naturally. Have a very regular conversation with them to check in on their progress, and always try to understand their career ambitions, because when you understand their career ambitions, then you can start to plan for this particular individual on how they can grow within the company. So I always believe in, because I come from a corporate training background,
Yeah.
and I thought this HR practice is really very good to be
Mm-hmm.
carried onwards even to my entrepreneur, own business journey. So one
Mm-hmm.
thing is you let them try out different roles, because in the process of having the opportunity to wear different hats, they will come to
Mm-hmm.
discover what they might be best in doing. So
Right.
have that regular appraiser with your staff would help to plan their career journey with the company. This one, and
Mm-hmm.
then of course with the more experienced staff, I would say that the approach would be more around trying to empower them to take on a bigger role. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I would believe that everyone, to me, make sure that they have this ownership, because once you give them that empowerment and assuming a leadership role for every individual, then you will see that everyone will have accountability and that responsibility in managing their day-to-day activities. So I
Mm-hmm.
think to have that uh, regular conversations with your team members, have that career talk on what they want to become, and then have that
Right.
career path planning for them. That would really help to motivate and empower them to stay on with the company. I think at least for a long time. I hope.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's great. Not all business owners know how to really connect, especially with the new generations now, right? For older, how would you face that? Because of course we're
Yeah.
so used to systems, we're so used to rules and regulations that
Mm,
that is that is what we do, right? But
yeah.
again, the challenge there now is to connect um, the team members who are so used to the modern age right now. I mean, this
Mm,
this is something that I like to talk about because I think you and I were so alike that we love to take care of our team. We
yes.
love to take care of their well-being. So,
Mm,
for in order for them to really
mm,
share their productivity, it does start with the mental health, right? It does start
yes.
with communication.
Yes.
So, what do you think? I love this conversation.
Yes, I think obviously you can't work the employees you know day and
Mhm,
night, right? There's always
mhm.
going to be a balance between work, play, and making them feel like you are their friend and mentor, not their
Right.
boss.
Mhm,
So I think that part should help to create a better and more
mhm.
friendly working culture within the company. That's
Yes.
one, and I think giving credits when it's due to team members is always good. Uh,
Mhm.
Yes, we are the bosses, or yes, we are maybe, yeah, yes, we are the boss. But it's
Mhm.
always nice to recognize every little things, and celebrate every little small wins that your
Yes.
employee has put in efforts on. So I think that is really important to recognize achievement of every individual down from the business, down from the business division to running the sales and operations divisions, right? Every single one.
Mhm.
So I think it is really important, and I think it is important. Even it's more important when the company grows bigger, that
Yes.
every department head will have to bring in the same type of culture and the same thinking to empower and grow the teams under them. So yeah, I think so. Obviously, during this COVID situation, as you mentioned, Mafia, it's even
Mhm.
harder for not just for students, even for adults. Everyone
Yes.
can't fly anywhere, and we are working from home, and we are not having
Mhm.
enough human interactions. So,
Right.
so if self-care is becoming more important, so I would say that you have to have that time to find a friend, a mentor, to talk to when you feel uncomfortable at work, or even with personal difficulties or situations, right?
Mhm.
So on that note, actually, Novo is having more programs coming up on mental wellness. We are partnering
Mhm.
with a very
Yes.
established Singapore mental wellness, I would say, yeah, mental wellness company, which you'll see in the weeks to come. Their programs will be online on novo.io, so please check them out. In
Mhm.
terms of counseling, self-care topics, and also how to create a self-care plan in during this difficult time. So if you are interested in such program, do reach out to us. At hello@novo.io for such programs, and write in your requests or anything that any difficulties you might be facing.
Mhm.
We will have experts on Novo that will be able to conduct such seminars and chats with you one to one. Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad that we had that segue because I am really excited. I mean, currently, just to give you guys a testimony, I have just enrolled my daughter who's 13. She's probably tuned in Novo's partner Red Dot, which is a
Yeah.
debating workshop to build confidence on speaking and even be part of their competition. And just this past, I think, couple of weeks, I've seen the growth and the confidence in my daughter. And
Brilliant.
now, even in the beginning, which is a testimony, right, that we did the
Yes.
last Novo show,
Yeah. Yeah.
that the young ones are pushed by their parents to do this, but then they actually initiate wanting to learn more because they realize that in a debate team or in a debate workshop, you learn about daily issues. You learn
Yes.
about how to speak and research about them, and also to share your thoughts. So, any mommies out there, or even uh, people in high school, students in high school and in college, if you want to refresh your communication skills, I do recommend that you check it out on novo.io. And the partner is Red Dot. And now my daughter is going to compete in the
Okay.
competition, which
All
I was
right.
just so excited about, Kelly. Oh my gosh. But anywho, speaking of that, because the
Yeah.
topic for today is reinvention, and this is a known fact that I truly believe we do each and every day. So, for you, Kelly, what does reinvention mean to you?
hmm I think reinvention to me is how do we take an existing invention and enhance it to today's use or the future use.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally, okay, this might sound a little bit contradicting. I do not believe in reinventing the wheels. I believe
Mm-hmm.
in building onto something and make it even better because it saves time,
Yeah.
it saves money. So to me, reinventing, to me, it should be making it
Mm-hmm.
better for our future generations on the existing uh, products, technology, and the tools that we have on hand to make it much more accessible, easier to use, enhance the lives of people for our future generation going forward. And that to me is the true essence of reinvention.
Yes. We have a winner here, guys. Let's give Kelly a crown. I wish I could have a physical crown to give you,
It's really
but thank you
about,
for your time.
yeah, it's really about making our future generations benefit, and how do we make the future lives better for everyone. So to me, I
Yes.
think I just want to maybe a quick note around
Mhm.
education again. And the reason why Novo exists is because it's
Right.
education combined with technology. Because we
Yes.
know that education is just one of the few things that can really impact the lives of people, other than your clean
Mhm.
air, your fresh water, etc. Education is just one of these few things that can change your lives, right? So combined with
Right.
technology, which is what we are trying to do, that will help to impact lives and
Mhm.
change, the way you think, the way you live at a greater scale and a faster pace, right? So I think
Right.
in essence, this is really what Noble hope to achieve. Of course, being a technology company, we always have new digital tools and products evolving. So from time to
Mhm.
time, to check us out on novo.io, and also on our social
Yes.
medias to see what's coming up, what are the different types of programs we have, and what are the new technological tools that Novo has in hand for you, be it whether you are a learner or whether you're an instructor or enterprise, education enterprise looking to have your business online on Novo.
Mhm.
Do reach out to us, hello@novo.io, and we'll be there to help you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Kelly. I know we had such a deep and meaningful conversations because I wanted to make
Thank
sure that
you.
everybody got to know the amazing woman that I truly adore. So, to lighten things up before we wrap up, I do have a quick activity that I want to do with you. It's just extra questions, but it's just for fun.
Okay.
Basically, this is it's called Fast Talk Rapid Questions that I will just share really quickly. And whatever you think of, your answer, just share to the world. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Maiza. Hi, Miss Maiza. Thank you for tuning in. Also part of the Novo team. So, okay, Kelly, are you ready? Just so that everybody can get to know a little bit more of the fun side of you.
Go ahead.
Thumbs up? Yes. All right. Okay. First question is, what is your hidden talent?
Oh, cooking. Hey, just
Well, when I
me
tell
up
my
at
mom that
Kelly, Kelly Home Cooks. Hashtag. But
well, I
that's
can't
it.
wait to visit. So I'm gonna take you up for that. All right, next. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh my, talkative, understanding,
Yes.
and difficult. Oh, understanding and difficult is contradicting.
See, that's why Kelly's so fun to be with, guys. All right, next. What would you never change about yourself?
Oh dear. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Good.
something that I
Yeah.
won't change about myself. Yes.
Amazing. Okay, and then what is something new happening in your life right now? Anything?
Oh, something new happened in my life right now. Okay, this I don't know how to answer because every day to me is new.
Yeah, true. True, I know. I find myself think about that too. But that's all right. You guys just have to check out Kelly on her social media to see what's new, right? And
Yes.
lastly, Kelly, how do you treat yourself lavishly in terms of self-love?
Oh, okay. I think in terms of self-love, because like I mentioned, I'm a very talkative girl, so I need to talk.
Yes.
So when we are feeling stressed, I am serious. I think even if you do not have a therapist and whatnot, I think it's always good to take a breather away from work or away from your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for a walk, exercise, sweat it out, you will feel better after that, and perhaps have a clearer mind to deal with whatever stress you have on hand. Uh, and talk to a friend if you face any difficulties in life. I think that's some of the few things that I do in terms of self-love, other than going for facials and stuff.
Yes. Well, there you have it, guys. I will have Kelly plug and announce what is upcoming. But before we do that, I do want to acknowledge everybody on Kumu right now. Hello to I see Rick and so many people from Australia, Kumu, who's tuned in, as well as Kumu Creators Academy. And what is Kumu, guys? Check this out and to find out more.
The social media world is a fast-paced international stage. But what if we told you there is one platform out there that puts Filipino voices first? That's right. Welcome to the community, the heart of the #1 Pinoy live streaming app, Kumu. With our users and members from across the globe, you can be assured that the community is a diverse, exciting collective championing Filipino culture, and we are thriving. What makes the community unique from all other social media communities? It's how we leverage innovative technologies to suit every Filipino's creative style, putting their voices first. Get in on the action with live streaming with our community. Learn from the best content creators where you watch the community stage, which hosts a variety of shows every single week. Too shy for the camera? No worries. We've got audio streaming for that. Don't want to do it alone? Easy. Have your barkada go live with you. Or maybe quick short videos are more your thing. We've got Kumu Clips for that. Looking for your online tribe? We've got a lot of teams here in the community. Within the community, you can be guaranteed that we keep things positive, authentic, and fun. With Kumu moderators all over the app, we keep our commitment to make this platform a safe space for all. It's why we've been dubbed the Disneyland of social media. We make Kumu the funnest, best place to be for all. Sama all talaga. Be part of the community. Tara na sa Kumu, where authentic connections happen.
So speaking of that too, guys, Novo is also on Kumu, so please do follow their account and watch out for Kelly and also the Novo team to inspire you there. And again, Kelly, I'm so grateful for your time. I know that you are a busy woman there in Singapore, and I appreciate you so much for all the love and the trust. So please share with everyone what else or where else they can find you.
Yes. So I think the final shout out to all our audiences now, which I actually wanted to shout out and had my marketing team prepare this promotion upcoming, So I think right now we do have free 15 days trial for all our Novo account for all private instructors, in particular for our Philippines users. So do sign up. Signing up is free, and you do have 15 days trial to use it with your learners if you're instructors. So do give it a try. And Christmas gifts are coming up. So to get more details on that, you do have to follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn for more information. And other than that, some of these exciting programs that's coming up, which I would like to highlight, one would be what Mafi just mentioned, which is around the debating programs by Red Dot Academy. I think it is really worth checking out because these coaches and trainers are really world-renowned champions, debating champions. You will learn a lot from them, and in the process of learning, you will also get to make a lot of friends. And like Matthew mentioned, to force yourself to know more about current affairs and what's happening in the real world. I think that's really something valuable for all parents who are interested. Please check this out. The next one I want to highlight is the digital marketing course, which is provided by Training Visions Institute, one of our upskilling partner based in Singapore. They're also bringing some interesting digital marketing courses to our friends in the Philippines. So do visit our website to find out more about this digital marketing training courses. Finally, Masterclass Philippines is back by Noel Zarate and his team around basic broadcasting and communication. That should happen in the new year in January. I know I'm advocating a little early, but signing up for interest is never too early. So if you are interested to find out more about such programs that I just mentioned, do reach out to us at hello@novo.io.
Yes. Thank you again, Kelly. And please, guys, do check it out, especially for all the inspiring Filipinos out there. For the Philippines, as you heard it, Kelly did mention that there is 15 days free trial to all the partners. So just like that, guys, when you have fun, time flies. And again, salamat sa lahat on Kumu, on Facebook. Thank you to Kelly for all
Thank you,
the things that
everyone.
you've shared today.
Thank
Truly amazing. And we will see you again soon because Kelly also does have a podcast with Novo. So I'll make sure to promote that for everyone here. And again, don't forget to follow our social media accounts and turn on the notification bell for the next show of In Love With Me series. Once again, everyone, I am your host, Mafe Yunam Velasco, reminding you that you should love and be proud of your own story to tell because actions speak louder than words. And again, thank you for tuning in this episode of In Love With Me. Thank you,
you,
Kelly.
everyone. Thanks, Mafe. See y'all.
Thank you for watching In Love With Me series.